These are the instructions for the Diverse Stakeholder Perspectives paper. Assignment Overview. This assignment uses what you have learned about oppression, stakeholders, cultural and ethical frameworks, and using research skills. In your future as a citizen, you may be able to use the information and skills needed to complete this paper to understand and perhaps become a stakeholder in the current issues in the world. Choose a human population who experiences oppression, such that their safety and their human rights are violated. Show evidence of how the oppression of this population exists at an international level. Compare at least 2 different stakeholders and analyze their possible cultural and ethical frameworks. Describe solutions that are already in place to help this population and which ethical frameworks they best represent. Content list for this research paper. 1. Using facts and statistics from your research, describe who is being oppressed, what actions are taken to oppress them, and who is oppressing them. Show evidence of how this ethical issue is an international problem. Please use in-text citations when you state a fact or present a piece of information. Name the article and number from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the UDHR, that is being violated. Include a very short description of the article. You do not have to include the full article text if it is very long. Using your research and your understanding of stakeholders, describe at least 2 possible diverse groups of stakeholders, some of whom are on opposite sides of this issue. Please use in-text citations when you state a fact or present a piece of information about these stakeholders. Describe the possible perspectives or reasons each of these 2 groups are stakeholders using their cultural frameworks. These could be economic, historical, education, location, political, social and religious, tradition, and language. Describe the possible ethical frameworks each of these 2 groups of stakeholders might use to guide their decision-making. For instance, the rights approach, utilitarian, justice approach, common good, virtue, and any other approach that you might have studied in this class. Find and describe 1 specific law and 1 international organization that are designed to help the oppressed population. Please use in-text citations when you state a fact or present a piece of information such as about a law or an organization. Include an evaluation of both the law and the organization by thinking about which ethical framework matches each solution using these questions. Which option will produce the most good and do the least harm? Utilitarian. Which option best respects the rights of all who have a stake? The rights approach. Which option treats people equally or proportionately? The justice approach. Which option best serves the community as a whole, not just some of its members? The common good approach. Which option leads me to act as the sort of person I want to be? The virtue approach. Include a citation page. You must use sources that are no more than 6 years old unless you are using historical material for an historical population. Please have a minimum of 6 resources: 1 book, 1 peer-reviewed scholarly article, 1 law, 1 international organization, and at least 2 other credible resources. Material from resources must be properly quoted throughout your research paper using direct quotes, summarizing, and paraphrasing. Please include an in-text citation whenever you include this type of material, basically anytime you report something as a fact. Include a citation page at the end of your paper. Please use a consistent style such as APA or MLA. Reflection. Put this reflection at the bottom of your report after the citations page. Write about 150 or so words for each answer, but please try to say less than 500 words. Given your understanding of your own cultural and social identity, your own perspective as a stakeholder in your own life, how do you believe this understanding impacts and/or influences your perspective on the issues researched, discussed, and evaluated for this paper? B. Describe how your research and writing of this report contributed to your own understanding of local and international issues and what was significant for you. College-level work needs to observe the convention of spelling, punctuation, and sentence structure. Please proofread your work for grammar, spelling, and covering everything from the content list. You can also take your paper to the Writing Center. Please use sources that are no more than 6 years old unless you are using an historical material for an historical population. Please have a minimum of 6 resources: a book, 1 peer-reviewed scholarly article, 1 law, 1 international organization, and at least 2 other credible resources. Include a complete citation page at the end of your paper. Your paper can be about 45 pages long plus a citation page, hopefully no longer than 7 pages in total. Please type your paper using a 12-point font, double-spaced, with standard 1-inch margins. List your name, class, assignment name, and date at the top left-hand side of the first page. Please save this paper as a Word document and upload it to the Diverse Stakeholder Perspectives assignment in Blackboard through a UF200 Blackboard portfolio. Grading. This assignment will be graded based on the rubric attached to this assignment on the following page. You are graded on your writing ability, formal academic voice and tone, organization, presentation of facts, description of stakeholders on opposing sides, analyzed on their cultural and ethical frameworks, description of 2 solutions that are evaluated based on ethical frameworks, the citation page, a minimum of 6 resources, consistent style, such as the MLA APA, saved as a Word document, and uploaded to Blackboard UF200 portfolio. Please also include the reflection. Please see the rubric at the bottom of the instructions for this paper. You can also see the rubric in Blackboard.